We've got our mop. Works like a towel. I ate one of those for lunch yesterday. Yeah? You need a broom? You need a broom? Matt, is this a reference that I don't get?
I don't understand.
Is it a sexual thing? Hey guys, and welcome to GTLive, where today we're hopping into Newgrounds. Not Newgrounds as in new territory, although I guess this is kind of new territory for us, but like Newgrounds, the website. So for those of you who know, and I'm sure most of you do, we've played it on the channel, we've talked about it in theories, the Friday Night Funkin', biggest game of this year, honestly. In a year where there's not really a whole lot of games, because of, everyone kind of missing a year of work last year because of COVID and this and that, games are pretty few and far between, and it's something that we talked about on Game Theory early this year, where we're like, hey, indie developers, this is your time, go in and shine. Or like there's ARG developers, like anyone who has a project that is pretty quick and easy to execute on and can get it out into the masses, like open field, friends. Like there's a reason why everyone's just playing like Power Wash Simulator and like a bunch of rounds of like Fortnite and Friday Night Funkin' mods, is because there's not a whole lot here, and in 2022, yeah, there should be a big flow of games as things like start being produced again, but until we get there, we're kind of in this kind of like weird nebulous zone of just like not a whole lot going on in the gaming sphere. Which is fine, because, when we're dealing with like the indie world, there's always cool stuff going on, and there's also cool stuff that we've missed and can go back and explore, right? Which is so exciting. And one of those things is obviously Newgrounds. Which is where Friday Night Funkin' kind of got its start, or kind of like where its culture is really steeped in. Newgrounds, I remember growing up, Newgrounds was just the place that you would go to for, really cool, really interesting Flash games that were edgy. And, if you were feeling particularly spicy, you'd crank up, like, I'm the over 18 mode, so you can see like the really crass videos, or like the really sketchy, not sketchy, but like the more adult themed games, things like that. And it was just a really exciting place to be, where a lot of young creators were, a lot of like budding game designers were. It was bloody, it was crass, and it offered a breath of fresh air away from all the other stuff that existed out there. And it's cool that Friday Night Funkin' has kind of brought this website that's very nostalgic to me back into the forefront, into the popular conversation, and finally getting a lot of the creators who still work there, and this culture that's still been bubbling there, into the limelight, getting the attention that it's kind of long deserved at this point. So the nice thing about that, though, is that it's giving us a chance to kind of go back and revisit things. The trick of that, though, is because it is bloodier and more crass and this and that, there's a lot of stuff that would be cool to look into, but we can't, because YouTube exists the way it does, right? Like there's only certain parameters that we can kind of go to, and still like YouTube's like, yeah, this video's okay. And Newgrounds has decided like not that. There's not a lot of brand safety there, which is cool and much needed. And I wish YouTube had more of that these days, but that's a whole nother story, friends. The long and short of it is this. Today we're hopping into Riddle School, which is a Newgrounds game that came out way back in the day. Stars a familiar face who, if you played Friday Night Funkin', you're familiar with Pico. We've talked about him in the theories. His original game is one that, it's questionable by today's standards, thematically speaking. I think with the nuance and context that if you play it, you're like, oh, I get what they're going for. But, if you're just kind of like frontlining it, there's not a whole lot. It's mentioned by Tankman in the final week that's available on Friday Night Funkin'. Can't really talk about it here because, again, like, not the most brand safe thing, but it's an interesting commentary on what was a very like top of mind topic at the time. But anyway, we're playing a different Pico game, which is Riddle School, which is a little bit more mainstream, and that's totally fine. Speaking of Riddle School, this is one of my final reminders to you that back to school merch is available. Hey, how's that for a segue? Our back to school merch is available. We're starting to run low on quantities, so if you are interested in picking up, especially this backpack, which I love, it's amazing. It's like well padded. It's got a slot for your laptop. a bunch of charging wires and things if you need to, charging packs, different safe places for all your, different pockets and pouches and things. Basically, I had the largest backpack when I went to school back in the day because, the books are enormous and you have to take all of them back home at the end of the day to do your homework. And so we've built this backpack with all that in mind, plus laptop, plus modern conveniences. Make sure you get it before it's gone. Supplies are starting to run low on that. So there's that. Also, I haven't shown it off enough. The keychain is also available if you're into something that is like a lower price, but also shows your Game Theory pride. I kind of love it. You got obviously the Game Theory logo, a little Game Theory written there on an enamel pin, and then a little Game Boy because I thought it was a really cute design. So that's a nice little keychain to hang off your backpack or keys or whatever. Available while supplies exist. Supplies have been weird this year because of, again, like all the labor shortages, still like backlog from last year with China and stuff. But we have all these in stock and ready to basically ship out, ready to go. So you'll get your order in plenty of time, or you'll get your order in short order. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, long story short, let's hop into Riddle School, learn a little bit more about the history of Pico and Newgrounds. This obviously proceeds to the main menu. Thank you. I love the fact that it's explaining to me how the menu works. This is all the stuff that I've been needing. Fun facts. Time to make 3 weeks. So again, as I said at the beginning of this year, if you are an indie game developer, 2021 is your time to shine. This is your chance to get, a share of the spotlight. Takes 3 weeks to make a game, fantastic. Library items, 99 items, character 7. Original plan for this game was to escape by way of shooting. It would have involved Crinkle's madness character, violence, and use of mildly inappropriate language. That idea quickly died away, thankfully, and I still keep in touch, but I still kept a touch I had in the original. On the first classroom blackboard, mathness is written, so start to get some references to what's going on. This is a spoof tribute to Pico's School by Tom Fulp. Yep. Most well-known, well-action scripted game of its time. So again, it's not one that we can play here on the channel because it's a bit inappropriate, it's a bit too mature, definitely doesn't fly with YouTube's guidelines at this point, but if you want to check it out, it is available, Pico's School. If you're interested in Friday Night Funkin' and that world, and this kind of Newgrounds world, that's kind of one of those, you know how there are like certain movies that you have to watch, like this is the, you have to watch Citizen Kane, you have to watch Gone with the Wind, you have to watch Casablanca. If you want to consider yourself like a serious aficionado of, like cinema snobbery or like cinema awareness, or like in video games, like Ocarina of Time, Mario 64, there are certain keystones of gaming. When it comes to Newgrounds games, Pico's School is one of those kind of like keystone games to just be aware of, in order to just be aware of the history of the platform. So anyway, layout's basically the same, graphics are differently the same. Game wasn't made to insult anyone, it was created for entertainment. That's good. It's good to create games for entertainment. Click on things. Click on word balloons. It's just click. Click. If you press any keys during gameplay, the game will restart. So don't press keys. Do not press keys, ladies and gentlemen. John Bro presents. Here we go. Grown. A 3 plus 0 is not 2. Come on. I've been sitting here for 2 hours straight listening to addition facts. Because there's 2 hours worth of addition facts. All because I teased somebody, I'm in a special class. I don't even have a smart teacher. Right now, I'm as free as a bird in a bird cage. All right, that's it. I'm getting out of this school. What's 131 plus 42 again? I forget. Matt, 131 plus 42.
173.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Thanks.
Good. Perfect. Riddle School. So it begins. All right. That's it. Hey, teacher, could I sharpen my pencil? Only one person at a time. Nailed it. Now that was sharp. Ba-doom ching. All right. 5 for Prez. 5 is a popular guy in the school. It's because of his Vote 5 shirt. Special class for the insane. School doors are shut during school hours. I bet the principal has the keys. I was there yesterday and then I got sent to that class. Only last time I was with the teacher. It'll be harder this time. I don't even have a hall pass. There's a hall guard right before you reach the hall's end. Well, it's all the way down past the hall and past the teacher's lounge. If I can make it there, I'm as good as free. So there we go. That's what we got to deal with. For whom the bell doesn't toll, it rings when school ends, which it doesn't, ever. Need I say more? So we don't want to go into the class. Let's go this way. It's a clock. Nailed it. It's also a reminder that I waste all my time at school. That explains why I never pay attention to clocks anymore. So we got plenty of water. I bet we'll have to do some. So I didn't actually play this. So this is brand new for me. Let's go into this class. Earth is see? People wonder why this persists, and it's all because of these teachers right here. It's my teacher, Miss Kofi, who drinks more coffee than anyone I know. She finishes teaching lessons 2 hours early in a hard-to-understand jittery voice. Well, she finishes her lessons 2 hours early. I mean, you can use that to your advantage. Feather duster in a dustbin, iconic. That's a drawing by somebody named John Bro. That's Smiley. She's the only one in the school who likes learning. Smiley's also the one I made fun of to be in that special class. That's Fred, my best friend and the most bored class member. That's Zach, who is always very cold. He has no problem freezing the water fountain. Ooh, that could be useful. All right, so that's what we got. So we're gonna have to freeze the water fountain, right? Maybe make it overflow or make it freeze so it bursts and creates a distraction. Janitor's closet, let's see what's in there. What are you doing? I'm delivering this. You found my feather duster. Keep the change. Look, didn't even know. I've been looking all over school for this. The playground birds need dusting. Well, I gave you $1. Don't waste it on socks. Bucket, you spilled something. We've got our mop. Works like a towel. I ate one of those for lunch yesterday. Yeah? You need a broom? You need a broom?
Sometimes you get hungry.
All right, sometimes you just gotta eat. And Matt, is that a reference that I don't get? Granted, this game came out before you were born, I'm sure, but like, explain to me this reference that I don't get.
I don't understand.
Is it a sexual thing?
The broom eating? Yeah. If you like, you'd have to do a lot of work.
Right, it's kind of a stretch, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're safe.
Right, I think we're safe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm confused by this one. Ha! Wow! He ate a broom. Lol, random. Oh, I totally understand what that joke was. Good one. Good one, guys. That's the janitor. He's Five's dad, 808, otherwise known as Bob in Leet speak. I wonder if he's connected to the Bob mod from Friday Night Funkin'. Got our cash. Oh, I also noticed the puddle. You don't want to know what happened there. Kind of do, actually. It might be important for me to solve the mystery of this game. Here we go. I heart nobody. 5 was not here. Osany are my fave color. Here we go. That's the only stall.
It's orange.
What?
Orange are my fave color. O-R-N-J.
O?
Orange.
R and oh, it's backwards R. Thank you. Orange are my fave color. Okay, thank you. Well done. See, yeah. Matt coming in, explaining it to me. Old man Matt Pat here. That's the only stall the guy's ever used, mainly for graffiti. That's the untouched stall, which is in perfect condition and currently on display. As crazy as it sounds, those are SIGs. Just look at that sleek design. I would have thought twice about escaping school if it was all this cool looking. Look at how crazy that is. It's awesome. I wish my school had sinks like that. Here we go. Hey, it's me, Richie, the hall guard. Got a hall pass? Because if you don't, you can't pass. Okay, I do have money. Can I give you money? Can I pay you off? No, apparently I cannot pay him off. So who am I going to pay off? Go in here. Can I pay off? Excuse me, sorry. That's Fred, my most worried class member. Smiley has a hall pass. That's my teacher, Miss Coffee. Looking out there reminds me of, okay. So I've got money. No way back in there. Which means that really our only option here is to pay off kids. Right? No? Matt, who did he say has a hall pass?
Don't remember.
Right. Principal's keys, that was, okay. Only last time I was with the teacher. It'll be hard to decide, I don't even have a hall pass. There's a hall guard, yep. It's all the way down past the hall teacher's lounge. If I can make it there, I'm as good as, okay, that's all I got. All right, here we go.
You should be able to pay off the hall monitor.
Right, I feel like I should be able to pay off the hall monitor, right?
If I were the hall monitor, I would simply accept the bribe.
Right? Taking $1 is absolutely worth it. Come on. Nope. Take the money. Take the money. Shoot. And we've got a guy who can freeze water. And we've got the janitor's closet. He gave me cash. You better leave, teachers get suspicious. Okay, so I'm not allowed in there anymore. So he asked for... Here. Nope. Likes learning. You can't. Okay, there. Nope, none of those. I checked the trash. I checked the painting. Let's see. Her jittery, hard to understand voice. Does she need a pay raise? I can give her a pay raise. Also, I'm noticing that the desks... So here's an interesting one. I'm noticing that the desks match the sink, right? In the bathroom. Which I'm not 100% sure what that exactly means. I think what we need to do is maybe click on some of the lockers. It's a bit unclear because they don't, like, all of them don't react, and they're being pretty heavily covered up by... There it is! There's that hall pass that we were looking for. Here it is. So we got the hall pass. Hey, it's me, Richie, the hall guard. Got a hall pass? Because if you don't, you got pass. Well, I do. Here. Boom. Yes, I do. Get out of my way. Make sure none of these have anything. Women's bathroom. Listen, if I went in there, you'd hear screaming and shrieks, not only from anyone in there, but from me. That's nice. This school has 7 students and more than 50 lockers. No sanity! That's a poster I made at home because of the bizarre number of lockers in this school. School has 7 students and more than 50 lockers. No sanity. No wonder this school is so low budget. It was expected to be popular. Can I shake this off, or do I need an item to shake this off? I think I might need an item. Oh! Ooh, give me a cookie! Okay, I think I'm safe. The last fire we ever had was when Miss Coffee's coffee spontaneously combusted. That's Chubb. There's not a person I know who's as fat and hungry as he is. Yesterday I heard something about him swallowing his refrigerator. Take the $1, fatty! Well then, I'm glad that that solution really made a lot of sense.
2006 was such a crazy time.
It's a different time, man. A lot has changed in the last, 10, 20 years.
I was 8.
Wow! Yeah. Back then, that sort of humor was allowed. So.
What were you up to in 2006?
I had just graduated from high school.
Whoa. You were in high school in the early 2000s?
Yeah.
Is it like what I thought it was like?
Did
you live the...
I don't know. What did you think it was like? This?
Essentially.
Here, explain. Give me a sense of like what you envision high school in the early 2000s to be.
It's like every high school movie that you've seen in the 2000s. Was it very like John Tucker Must Die, American Pie? I mean,
we were definitely High School Musicaling it up.
Oh, well, that was like 2008.
No, that was 2008. Yeah, that's.
No, I'm thinking like flip phones, swoopy haircuts.
There were a good number of swoopy haircuts. I'll give you swoopy haircuts.
Yeah.
Definitely a lot of overcrowding. Clicks, big clicks.
Oh, interesting.
Big clicks.
What was your click? You were theater.
No, I was no click. I made a conscious decision in middle school actually to. Yeah, this is very loud. Yeah. No, I made a conscious decision in middle school that I wanted to avoid clicks.
Okay.
And so even in middle school, I did this like science fair project where I moved from lunch table to lunch table to invade other cliques just to experience.
It was a science fair project?
Yeah, to see how different cliques. What?
You're so nerdy.
Why? I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just very funny that you made a science fair project out of like social life.
Oh yeah, no, it was. I mean, I moved from table to table to see what different cliques, how they would respond to me invading their space.
Okay.
It was very fascinating.
Did you like do a write up and like present it?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Really?
Yeah, no one had any idea what I was doing. I was just like, hey, I just wanted to sit here today.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm like.
Who was the most receptive?
Who was the most receptive?
Yeah.
Actually, across the board, it was pretty hostile.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like across the board, there was a lot of like awkwardness and hostility. I can tell, I forget who. Oh, it's the band guys. There was a table that was dedicated to like these guys who had kind of like a jazz band. As well as a couple other like random stragglers from the band class.
Yeah.
And they were definitely the most receptive, which makes sense, right? Like me being in like choir theater stuff, it kind of overlapped, and they were pretty accepting. Far and away, the most aggressive against me was the sporty girls.
Huh.
Yeah, because I asked each table to like, hey, what would you guys call yourselves? Like, hey, what do you think like the theme of this table is or whatever? And they said like, oh, we're like the sporty girls, or like girls who like sports. Like physically trying to remove me from the table.
Wow.
Like physically trying to push me away, pick me up, like. And I'm like, hey, guys, I'm sitting here today. Like, this is my spot. I've made the choice. I'm sitting here today. Like, I can sit anywhere in this cafeteria that I want. Like, I get it, but I'm here. And so they like eventually gave up, but they tried to make it as uncomfortable for me as possible. Literally, like the conversation topics, they were trying to like do like really awkward like girl stuff that was supposed to freak me out. And across the like when they realized that physical pushing and stuff wasn't going to work. Yeah. They tried to make it as like psychologically
like
uncomfortable.
Torment.
Yeah, emotional torment, and it was the most uncomfortable probably like half hour, because like it was a half hour and then like everyone proceeds outside basically, and so 100%.
That's nuts.
It was really I still very distinctly remember like that day.
Yeah.
And like I'm so like not that like social awkwardness to me just is hard for me to deal with now. But I remember I was just like I'm just putting my head down and getting through it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really interesting.
Huh.
I got best in state. I got like a top science honor for it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you had like data and stuff.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
Huh.
I was for my science fair projects. I was really into like psychological stuff, and so I did one about like gender stereotyping with careers in elementary school. Where I was really fascinated. Like I went to my old elementary school, showed kids like a board of careers. Yeah. And with mixed genders. Yeah. To see like the firefighter was actually a girl, the truck driver was actually a girl, like kind of roles reversed than what you would expect, or kind of vague. To see like whether people responded with like fireman, policeman, and to see what age that those kind of become entrenched. So that was my previous year, and then my follow-up year was the cliques and things. Wow. Yeah, it was fun. I liked doing psychological stuff. Yeah. Go figure. And now here we are today, ladies and gentlemen, where I do YouTube and weird psychology things too.
I don't think I ever presented at a science fair.
You didn't really?
Yeah, I don't think I ever had to.
Really?
Yeah.
You never had to do it. Like, it was such a yearly thing for us.
But did you like have to participate?
Oh, 100%. It was a requirement of science class that you did a science fair project, and then a certain subset of those would be chosen to go to like actual science fair competitions.
Maybe my projects were just never chosen.
Well, you had to do the trifold board and stuff though, right?
Only like once.
Really? Oh my God. I had to do so many darn trifold boards. Yeah. I hate and here's the thing. I loved doing Hi, sorry, we're deviating from doing Newgrounds stuff. I loved doing the experiments. Like, I enjoyed that part of it. Hated all the gussying up of
the decorating.
And it's like, what? Just let me tell you my results. Like, write a paper about
what. Crayon.
Yeah, none of this, like, let me paste the construction paper and print out, then cut it out. Like, it was so tedious and extraneous to me that I'm like, this is such a waste of time. I was, anytime there was like a decorating or like, I hated projects. Yeah. I liked doing the work. I hated doing the project and all the like frilly presentations. Just like, here's the, let's go. Let's move on.
Famously in middle school, specifically in group projects, I could like kind of draw. So anytime there was any sort of decoration involved, they were like, "We'll do the rest," and then Matt, you just like make it pretty.
You're the pretty guy. Oh, okay, nice.
Got my glitter out.
Oh, nice, glitter glue, yeah. No, for me it was and the thing is like I did really well. Like my mom would always like help me out with like measuring and stuff, like because my mom's very precise about everything in her life. Yeah. And so she's a very good eye for like what's even and straight and this and that, and so. I mean, we were always very precise. Like, it's perfectly in the center, and everything's like it was visually very good.
Yeah.
But just the tedium of doing it was so slow, and I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, do we really need this? The answer is yes.
Yes, you do.
Sometimes the lamest information doesn't matter if it comes in a nice box.
Well, now there's computers.
Well, sure.
Like, you don't have to. Kids are making like PowerPoints now.
Oh yeah, no, and I did my fair share of PowerPoints. Like, PowerPoints at least are a little bit faster.
Yeah.
Like, it was the manual stuff that bothered me a lot.
Yeah.
Which, you know, and PowerPoint's probably a more practical skill anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
To be honest, like we still do PowerPoints for like presentations that we do here when we do consulting and things like that. But yeah. Anyway.
Interesting.
But no, too. I mean, the life lesson here, friends, off of this little diatribe, is the fact that sometimes it's not about what you have to say, it's how you say it. Because it does matter. Like, those school projects didn't teach me that, but living life has taught me that. And some of the people who have, like, the emptiest things to say, you know, succeed because they say them well. And I don't know, for me, I strive to be a person who has interesting things to say and can say them well. So that way there's actual substance behind it, but whatever. That's my goal. But people have been able to get much further with far less. Let's say that. All right. Hey, hi. We're in the office. What are you doing here in the box office, apparently? I need to talk to the principal. I'm standing. What teacher are you? Wrong room. I need to talk to the principal. And why is that? My teacher sent me up. I want to tell him a joke. I want to tell him a joke. Oh, jokes are always fun. Go right on in. Nice. Nailed it. Oh, nice cutscene here. Ooh, Mr. Shejwin. Get it. Whoa, you mad boy. Oh, but I got out before you got me. How nice of you to drop by. Bye then. See? Again, you can get away with a lot. Just promise a joke. And people are like, yeah, that sounds great. So I still got my hall pass. Getting out of school through that door is out of the question. All right, north, here we go. Oh, sad crying kid. That's Greg, the least hungry and most restful student in school. It's an odd set of qualifiers. That's the school famous Smiley Smudge. That's how I made fun of Smiley with mustard. That's green unrecognizable gunk. Someone managed to spill their blueberry wet aid up there. That's a diagram of the cafeteria reminding us all what it looked like to clean. Can I peel it? Can I peel? Can I peel? I cannot. The cookie vending machine is unfortunately broken. That's a shame. I gotta say that is a blow. That is a blow. I gotta admit. So I can't escape there. He's still kind of passed out. I got this key. Can I use my key? That was it. Is that it? Now go read a good book. Wait, is there an alternate pathway to solving it, or is that just it?
I think that's just it. It was a Flash game.
I mean, sure. There was a lot of things that were set up in that Flash game, though. There's like all these characters. There's the cookie machine. Even the prospect of riddles. There was no riddles in the Riddle School. Did I solve it too early by like getting into the principal's office?
Yeah, I think you speedrunned it.
Did I?
Yeah, because you got the key.
Just because I accidentally I'm gonna be funny.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, good job. That was the fastest you've ever played a game.
I was gonna say, if it hadn't been for our like 20-minute conversation in between. Hold up. I'm curious. I'm just curious. Sorry, real quick. Let's hop into this real quick. Because congratulations to me. I'm very proud of myself. I beat a game in a very quick amount of time. I'm very proud. I'm not one to complain about that. However, I just really quickly want to see if there's anything else. Okay, so I sharpen my pencil. Great. I go to speed run it even more. I need this. All right. Like the guy who can freeze the water. I can do stuff with the water. Like there was a lot there that seemed to be set up. Where was that hall pass? It was in this one. Where's that hall pass? There it is. Okay, so now I'm here. I've got the hall pass. I've got money for. Wait, I do have my hall pass. Oh, that's it. I have my hall pass. There you go. Like all these tilted things. Like maybe that'll do something. There you go. He gets $1. All right. What am I doing here? I need to talk to the principal. What teacher are you? That's none of your business. Get out. Okay, let's try again. What are you doing here? I need to talk to principal. Why is that? Teacher sent me up. You don't want your teacher on the phone, do you? Get out. Okay, hold up. So if we go up here. Most hungry, restful kid. It's broken. Cookie machine's broken. I think that might be it. What are you doing here? I'm standing. Get out. Okay. What are you doing here? Teacher, are you? None of your business. Okay. You need to talk to principal. It's an emergency. Go to the bathroom. Is that really all I had to do? I think that might be it. Like even this, like the weird design here, it's set up to like match the design of the desks. Okay, you get out of here. Teachers are gonna get suspicious. Like I can do the water. It seems he can freeze the fountain. What teacher are you? Wrong room. Here, talk to the principal. My teacher sent me up. Never mind. Tell him a joke. Yeah, is that it? That's it? I guess that's it. All right. Shortest game ever. Talk about like coming in with very bizarre expectations and being completely off base on that one. Great. Nice of you to drop by. Can I tell my friends that I have this key? Nothing changed. Nothing changed. Here. Nope. All right. And there you go. We're done. Cool. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Riddle School, as well as a long dissertation on how to impress your teachers and some future science fair experiments that you might want to look into. Was high school in the early 2000s what Matt envisioned? Yes, but also probably no. We were also in the aftermath of 2001, and so that was a huge. That happened my freshman year of high school. That was a huge influence on kind of where things in my school and in my realm ended up.
Yeah.
That affected a lot of things.
I'm thinking like denim short skirts and glitter lip gloss.
Mm-hmm. That was accurate.
Okay.
100%. Yes.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Okay.
Jelly rolls.
Oh.
Big Pen jelly rolls.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Were you wearing bootcut jeans?
I didn't wear jeans. Come on.
Oh.
I didn't wear jeans until college.
No pants.
Stephanie bought me my first pair of jeans.
No, wait. What is that
This is a whole. This is a story. This is a story for another day.
you wear?
It's a story for another day.
Like a skirt?
Story for another day. Thank you so much for watching. That's GTLive. We'll see you in the next one. If you want to find out my jeans story, watch the next one. It wasn't a video. It wasn't a live stream, but it was a video for you. We'll see you in the next one. Learn about my jeans there. Bye.